3D mode.
Yeah, 3D mode is super fun.
And here we go.
Yes, you're all good.
We're off.
We are off. I'm just waiting.
We'll have to sync up and I'll tell you what time I have in a second.
7, 8, 9.
You're a little bit ahead.
Sync to Jake's and we should be good.
I'm gonna sync to Raikou since he's like 1 or 2 seconds behind.
4, 25, 26.
There you go. Yeah, I'm synced. I'm 27, 28, 29 on both of them.
Yeah, we got a 19-second. That's a pretty quick
19,
fight.
yeah, that's a good start from Stump.
30. We are in the cahoots for a good race.
Raikou's just a little bit behind. 30 seconds to start it off.
So I think Stump has a more like difficult mentality. Oh, 11 seconds. Where he's raising his stack a lot. It's not as necessary for hard mode. Just because there's so much less that you need to do to top off your opponents. You know, a good 4 or 5 chains instead of like, or even like a bulk of combos. Is honestly good enough to top off your opponent. Yeah, this mode is completely winnable with just combos. We do have Stump off to like a maybe 20 to 20-second lead.
Yeah, he's about a stage ahead at this point. Going into Lieutenant Surge, and Raikou is just starting Misty.
Yeah, I hope the players don't get into this huge lock about doing very long chains. You know.
Yeah, definitely want to avoid that here. It's totally unnecessary.
But I also think like towards like Blaine into Tracy, you're gonna start having to put another one or two lines of garbage onto the opponent.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and these fights will be going a lot faster than
the very hard one. This is gonna be a lot quicker than that.
There's a lot less RNG because as soon as you top off the AI, they can basically die at any point.
I mean, look how slow they're moving. They're like a grandma. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, and they're getting like consistently fast fights.
Yeah, 14 on Erica from Raikou.
But you know, he could be nickel and diming here. Raikou could just like be clawing his way slowly back into the game, into the race.
Yeah, in a shorter run like this, those seconds count a lot more. Definitely looking to be a lot closer.
Yeah, it looks like they're not valuing the just not valuing combos as much as they should. I'm pretty sure Raikou is just slowly catching up.
Yeah, his splits are looking good.
I think the difference is only roughly 10 seconds now, as opposed to like 20 something a couple seconds ago.
And then again, Stump is also on PB pace.
Yeah.
So they're both doing pretty good.
I think that's too long of a chain for Stump.
Oh, Stump. A 9 chain.
You know, it will guarantee the win.
Yeah, I mean they're just
so
that screen shake every time they lower.
there's a lot more attention that you need to pay towards small gains of time in hard mode, um, as opposed to like very hard, and definitely in super hard. That's like the least of your concerns.
Yeah. See, look at this. Look, there.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Raikou's stream. Like the time it takes them to like move to get a match.
Yeah.
You got so much time.
He did lose quite a bit of time on that Sabrina fight. Yeah, he's almost 20 seconds behind again. 20.
Stumps.
Yeah.
Stump's got a 24, so continuing to stay in front. Looking at a good pace here.
Yeah, he is ahead, but you know, it's not a very big lead.
Raikou opting to do these flashy chains.
Yeah, he's gonna suffer a little bit from the same issue. Oh, that clear from Blaine's gonna.
Yeah,
He's gonna
clear
start
that
losing a lot.
giant garbage. That's get ready to watch all these blocks spawn.
Yeah, so once even hard computers, once they start getting the clear, because there's so much screen shake, you start to lose like maybe 5-10 seconds for every single time they clear, and yeah, it becomes a lot of time. Yeah, almost 40 seconds behind, but Stump's not having that great of a troll see. Yeah, he's losing a lot of time here. If Raikou can get a good fight. And,
Tracy's getting the clears here. It's going to give him more opportunity to chain, which is going to result in more stop time.
Yeah, 59 seconds.
Just a vicious cycle.
Yeah. Ooh, that was so
Under
close.
a minute. Still all right. Off PB pace here, but
if
things could be
Raikou
worse.
gave one more garbage stack that time, he would have gotten like a 15 or 16 second clear, but 30-second clear still makes up a ton of time. I think he will be only about like 20 seconds behind.
Yeah, he's staying close behind.
Yeah. After a bad, Tracy by Stomp and a bad Blaine, they kind of like even out again. About like 20 seconds behind. Maybe a little bit less. I mean, Raikou's chaining very well.
Yeah, he's a very proficient chainer. He's proving that to us right now.
It's just like...
I think he's in the wrong mode for that.
Yeah, I think if he would have made it onto like very hard, he would have performed pretty well. I can't say that he would have won against anyone in particular, but I think, at the very least, he might have given a couple people a good run.
Oh, almost on sync right now.
Yeah,
those timer countdowns, just like a second off.
I think Stump is behind by like a half a second right now. So whoever can, or maybe ahead by half a second.
Yeah,
well, now he's definitely
like that. We're very close.
Yeah, he's starting to fall behind.
Yeah, Raikou's gonna move on with an 18-second Giovanni.
I think Stump is kind of more or less struggling with trying to get the chains out, and he could definitely just put a ton of combos here, or even chain with combos, which is the most efficient method of beating this level of computer.
Yeah, Raikou gave up like a second to Stump there in that pause buffer.
Yeah. Whoever manages to consistently top off their opponent, and can get like 20-30 second fights.
Yeah, Richie just stuck in down stacking mode on Raikou's side, not getting any clears. So that's gonna be
I think Stump is maybe that 10 or so seconds behind right now.
Yeah, he's keeping it close.
Are you ready?
So in hard mode there is no Mewtwo. The race does end on Gary 2, and we are very nearing that point.
Some nice cheating from Raikou again.
Yeah.
7. He pretty much used all his blocks there. Pretty efficient.
So I'm not
enough.
too sure of like Raikou's like racing background. Stump does do like quite a variety of speedrun. You know, this not being his primary focus, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he plays the actual game. He doesn't mess around with no Pokemon puzzles. Too much, at least.
Yeah, he does. He did Pokemon. He
Isn't it
might still
Pokemon
be doing
Red?
Super Metroid. You know, that is a tough game that takes a lot of time and energy. That, you know, if he put into this, that would have been maybe brought him a lot farther in this tournament.
And then I think Raikou is more of a Zelda runner.
Yeah.
Specifically, like, I believe the original Zelda, he does randomizers of that.
Yeah.
And also Link to the Past, I believe.
I know, you know, he was very in a hurry to get out of our pools race to go do the weekly randomizer.
Oh, that's pretty much all I see on SRL these days. Just randomizers for A Link to the Past.
I mean, I see all sorts of randomizers. The whole community revolves around like randomizers right now. I mean, I did the Mega Man 2 randomizer. Did not have that great of a time. Turns out Mega Man, without knowing which weapon, which weakness are there, it's very difficult. You know, you're basically playing Mega Man 2 Buster only.
That sounds fun. Meanwhile, Stump is on Gary too, about to finish here.
You know, whoever you know gets this, you know, it looks
really
like Raikou is kind of getting walled here.
Both
so
on Gary. Yeah, I think Raikou's getting a bit of a wall, indeed.
So you know, if there is a time to show your mettle, it's right here. And Stump not chaining too well right now.
Oh yeah, this is anybody's game right now. Oh. No, Gary's finding players. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, nobody's
got
done on. Oh, Raikou finished.
Now we.
Raikou finished.
Right as you say that, you jinxed it.
Yeah. Stump's still pretty close to his PB, so. Ooh!
Oh no, Stump! He raised just a bit too hastily, and so that's a loss for the second Gary.
I can just see Stump's comment right now. So Raikou's comment for the race was disaster at Gary 2 averted, and Stump's would be the exact opposite.
Yeah, you could see a bit of a panic from Raikou in that second Gary. There's not much chaining on the initial garbage wave. A bunch of combo spam.
LRZ is not Stump's friend right now. We were just talking about how, you know, raising your stat gives you a lot more options, but that also can happen if you just, you know, just a little bit lackadaisical with it.
The SRL spoilers. What do you mean? Forky, you're in the channel too. You're getting these spoilers, aren't you?
I am indeed, but I don't announce them.
So I do have to
blame Lightning, not me.
I know, I'm just messing with you guys.
I do have to go. Shadow will be taking over my commentary spot, and I hope he can give you guys a better commentary with Jake than I have. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been fun, Lightning. It's good talking to you.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if we do the Friday night race tomorrow, you could hop in for at least one race.
That's not gonna happen.
All right, well,
I will come by and I could watch and I will, give words of demotivation and then, send you guys on your way. And I guess, yeah. Shadow, introduce yourself while I take my lead.
Yes. Hello, I am Shadowy91. I am Lightning 55's relief for the remainder of this match. So, that was a pretty close call for game one. I was watching with everybody else in the chat, so I know what to call it. But looks like Raiko managed to pull through Stump with an unfortunate loss on Gary 2, though. So we'll see if he can make it up in this game too.
do we have a race channel?
It looks like it.
There is a race channel up, and it's actually counting
It's
down
starting.
right now too.
Yep.
I'm in it. Let me know when you want to do the sync up.
And it's going.
All right, all good on my end. I'm on 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, I'm like half a second behind, so
Yeah,
Pretty good.
Raiko's about half a second ahead.
yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. Alright.
Looks like
Wow.
Raiko's gonna pull ahead first with an 11-second time.
Very impressive.
Stump is gonna struggle here. Didn't quite get enough garbage on the initial Gary.
That's usually what you're looking for with these hard mode matches, is anywhere between a 10 to 15-second time for like a very good level of play here when you're trying to grind these out. And that was very impressive, Gary 1. And a 16 on Brock. Wow. That's crazy. It's getting a little bit less than a stage lead here on Stump. Definitely not making it easy for him to make a comeback here.
Stump's gonna send a 5 chain. He's gonna top off Brock, but he's gonna find a clear.
Yeah.
Raiko, in the meantime, working on topping off
Oh.
Misty.
Still managed to get him though, despite him clearing, because he almost immediately ran out of stop time after that. Misty almost found that clear, but she just ran short of stop time there. As Raiko continues to manage about a little less than a stage lead. Oh,
14 seconds, not bad from
yeah,
Stump.
definitely making some good ground to try and catch up here. But Raiko not making it easy with a 13 on Surge. And unfortunately, Stump didn't quite send enough in the initial train against Surge. And I noticed from when I was watching in the chat that Raiko tends to get a little bit greedy with his chains, and like he doesn't send like the textbook double 4 chain into, or double 4 combo into a 4 chain. I notice he gets kind of greedy and goes for the 7 chain, which is fine. It's just that means they have, like, when they find it clear, they'll just waste more time. and something like that can be unfortunate when it happens. But he's gotten pretty lucky about it so far.
Yeah, that's good to keep in mind here.
Mm-hmm. He's maintaining a suitable stage lead here.
Yeah, Stump's gonna gain a little bit of ground. A 16-second Erica. Keeping it close.
I'm seeing Raikou's splits here. He's looking on a pretty comfortable pace here for. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but he's looking on pretty comfortable pace for a PB.
Yeah, again, Raikou getting a bit zealous with those chains, sending an 8 chain to Sabrina.
Yeah.
About a stage apart.
Roughly, yeah.
Stump is just starting Sabrina, while Raikou is about to begin Blaine.
This is when I think the hard mode difficulty picks up a little bit. Is at Blaine in my personal preference. I've noticed he tends to troll a lot with the clears.
17-second Sabrina. Pretty good. Stump edging closer and closer here. Oh, maybe not. It's barely gonna top him off here.
Yeah.
But actually, it's enough in this instance.
Yeah, he'll have to try and... Because I've noticed he's been struggling to send enough in the initial chain at times, and he really has to try and make sure that he keeps them topped off with the initial chain, because that's usually how you get the quick kills in this difficulty.
Oh, 2 clears on Raikou's Tracy.
Oh.
That's gonna cost a bit of time.
Yeah, I was about to say he's got to raise his stack a little bit and try to find some more blocks to play around with. But Stump's getting...
Yep, Stump's gonna actually pull ahead here,
yeah.
finishing his Tracy in 32 seconds. Not quite on PB pace anymore, but still within grasp. Raikou's struggling a bit with his Tracy.
Yeah, if we've learned anything from watching these past 4 matches, anything can happen in this game. There we go. He finally manages to get over the Trollsy, as we commonly refer to him as in the community.
21-second Team Rocket for Stump.
Stump pulling ahead with a little less than a stage lead. See if he can keep it.
So Raikou's gonna get a 27 on Team Rocket, and Stump's gonna get a 20 on Giovanni. Still about a stage apart now. Keeping it somewhat close.
Yeah. This is when the trolling can get real, though, with the Elite Four stages. No matter what difficulty you're on. But Stump's pulling ahead a little bit more here. He just finishes Richie, but
Yeah,
Raikou's
this is
still having a little bit of trouble with Geo here.
not good. Raikou's Giovanni's finding so many clears and just making this giant garbage block spawn more blocks, eating up his time.
Most unfortunate when that happens.
Finally gonna get through in 56.
Can't win them all. I'm gonna win. Can't win them all. I'm gonna win them all. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Way to go. Can't win them all.
I feel like with Raikou's playstyle, he's playing it as if it were S hard, and he's just chaining and chaining until the opponent stopped. Which in hard mode they don't really go for chains that much. They kind of just lock into them most of the time. I mean, I've definitely seen them do it, but usually it's just by luck.
I'm gonna win.
And I've noticed he times when to drop his chain.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh, nice
There you
force
go.
skill there.
yeah, that's a force kill from Raikou. A poor D-stack decision from Richie. Gonna cost him.
Way to go.
And meanwhile, Stump is just starting Bruno. Not gonna be the best garbage stack to start against Bruno.
I'm gonna win.
Does have him topped off now.
I'm gonna win.
Oh, but Bruno's got a lot of blocks to work with there. Stump's gonna need to send a little bit more than that.
And Raikou's gonna edge a bit closer, getting through lower line 27.
Yeah, finally managed to catch up on, and now they're on the same stage. So if he can get a nice quick kill here, then it's anyone's game again. But
Stump
Bruno's just gonna
Bruno's
keep clearing
a bit
on
confused there.
Stump's side.
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
Wow. Now they're both kind of locked in here with Bruno. Raikou's got him topped off.
Yeah, they're both
Bruno.
both of their Brunos just keep finding clears and clears and clears for days though.
Looks like Stump's gonna free himself first with a 136. And moving on to Gary 2.
We'll see if he can finish this out and go into a game 3. There we go. Raikou finally getting past Bruno there.
I'm gonna win. Show me what you got.
And Gary's not topped off on Stump's side. The initial wave.
He's gotta send a bit more than that.
Yeah, Gary's gonna send him enough to top Stump off though. Get a good amount of stop time along with that.
Looks like Raikou struggled to send enough for that initial chain as well.
Yeah, both of them are actually currently struggling with topping them off, but
Yeah,
both of them are actually topped off right now.
really.
Oh, that's
no,
gonna be a
Stump.
loss for Stump. Perhaps
Not
Raiko could take
again.
advantage of this right here.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Show me what you got. Good for you. Way to go.
Raiko continuing to just keep chaining. That was a 9 chain from him.
Yeah. See if it's enough, or Gary gets the clear. No, he got it.
Yeah,
Got
Gary's
the
gonna have
yellow.
plenty of time to find some clears here.
I'm gonna win. Show me what you got.
Ooh,
Oh, we got
he's
it.
making some poor choices here. Gary's
No.
Raiko. I mean, Raiko's Gary.
Yeah.
This might be it. There is a tier 2, but it's highly doubtful he's gonna go for it.
No,
Oh,
he's got
not
the
gonna
blue
need it.
Show me what you got.
and the green. He just keeps going and going.
Way to go. Show me what you got. I'm gonna win. Show me what you got. Good for you.
Raiko's got him topped off.
Oh, he got it. He got
Yep,
it.
there he
we go.
goes. Raiko's gonna take this one,
I'm gonna win.
which means he is the victor. He's won both games. Congrats to Raiko.
Congrats, Raiko.
Show me what you got. Show me what you got. I'm gonna win. What you got.
These guys were looking to be pretty evenly matched, and from what I saw, that pretty much was the case.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that both times Stump wound up dying to Gary too. Otherwise, I think he may have had a chance of having that.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it looks like Raiko kind of was the better chainer when he really needed it.
Yeah.
He really needed to.
There we
And
go.
Stump's
Finally.
230 Gary too.
Both having a rough Gary 2 there.
Yeah, those are both pretty close matches.
Definitely. Alright, I forget because I don't see the bracket open right now, but I believe Raiko's going to be moving on in the redemption bracket, but I don't remember who he's going to be fighting. Let's see. He'll be facing Phoenix, actually, who recently beat his brother in the redemption bracket, JHKR. So we'll see. And they will be in the winners finals of the hard mode bracket. So we'll see who can take the crown in that. Should be exciting.